We are in the playoffs, but we are coming off a Game 1 loss in this 1 seed, 8 seed matchup against the Milwaukee Bucks. But Cade Cunningham got hurt in Game 1, and he can't play through the injury, so he's not going to be starting. They're going to put in Javon Carter instead. So this should give us at least a better chance to get a game or 2 or even 3 off of this team in this series. Can't really guarantee anything, but we're going to try and stick with a pretty similar lineup as to what we had in Game 1. Except I did take a few minutes away from Jovanovic in the fourth quarter to give him just some more rest so he's not tired when it comes to crunch time. And also, I made some very specific defensive changes, going with icing the on-ball screens where the center is the hedge defender, and also soft hedging all of those as well. And then we're going to have no screen help, drive help, or cutter help at all, because I'm trying to make us work better off these screens and not have to have help guys come over and then have open threes in the corners, as has been the case for most of the season. But for Miller specifically, we're going to go with always staying attached, at least to start out, and no pre-rotations. We're going to switch on down screens for him, going under on back and flare screens to prevent those, backdoor cuts or those corner threes off those just simple screens out on the wing. So trying to avoid plays like that where he's got open shots is going to be a key to stopping this team, because we haven't stopped Cade Cunningham when we've seen him. We haven't stopped Jason Tatum, and we have definitely not stopped Miller either, and that is a concern if we can't stop any of them. So gotta find somebody that we can at least lock down and force the ball to somebody else. So similar settings with Tatum and Mikal Bridges as well. We're gonna have Steve Ray guard Bridges once again in this game, but this time we'll have the entire game to do so. And same thing with the down screens, back screens, flare screens, switching, then going under on the rest of them. And for Aiden, we're going to go under on off-ball screens for him, just because he's not going to be taking too many jump shots. And we're going to ice regular screens for him as well and smother him on the ball. I do not want this guy to pop off once again for like 20 points and like 11 rebounds. I want it to be below 10 and 10 if at all possible, but I'm not sure it is. Durant scores the first points. They lob it up to Bridges for their first bucket. Then Tatum finds a lane. Durant does not pick him up because he's trying to stay attached to DeAndre Ayton. So we'll see if that becomes a concern. But Chris Murray knocks it down from beyond the arc and then gets in the paint off the feed from Jovanovic for a easy 2. But Carter in this game was better than I thought. You'll see what happens, but that was the first of many threes that he hit in this game. Jovanovic gashes one in, and Neptunes are up to an early lead. Durant double clutches and finishes through the contact. So a nice lead halfway through this first quarter. We cover this screen pretty much perfectly. They get it back, and Tatum has to force a deep 3. That is one of her best defensive possessions all season long without forcing a turnover, as Ray lobs it for Boyd over the top of 2 defenders. And our lead extends to 10. Kispert jumps the pass for a steal. Diallo never saw him. He goes up ahead and takes it all the way himself over Moody. Then in the corner, he's got it off the feed from E.J. Liddell. And it's a 32-21 first quarter. So a great start to this game, already up by 11, but one quarter's not going to cut it. Got to do this for all 4 quarters, because even one good quarter for Milwaukee means that you're probably losing. So got to keep things going here. And Kispert does just that, knocking down a 3 on the other corner. Webb on a mismatch on Okogie, got it at the rim. But Miller comes back and scores on Durant like it's nothing. Jovanovic, another triple. We're back up by 12. Bridges splits defenders, misses the shot, gets his own board, finds Okogie in the corner, and of course we don't get the stop on that possession. Jovanovic over on the right side of the court, got it on the mid-range jumper, and then Durant is once again called for a flagrant foul. We saw this last episode. I don't agree with that call at all, but it happens again, and now we've got 2 more free throws for the Bucks. They will also retain possession. The first one was good, and Aiden knocks down both free throws. Just can't be having these kinds of plays, giving them pretty much 2 scoring chances off of the same play. Jovanovic, another 3. This time it's contested, and he's had a really strong first half, but Bridges strips him here, finds Carter up ahead wide open in transition, and our lead is cut to single digits. Ray over the top to Durant, finds him on the lob attempt. But then Liddell tries to help Anthony on some cutter help, which is not part of the game plan. Then he fouls Miller, and Miller's got a couple of nice plays to end this first half. Then Carter, another 3, and they've cut it down to 2. But Anthony responds to end the half, and it's 54-49 at the break. They have clawed their way back in and cut our lead in half. So we go to the third quarter, and Tatum immediately scores on the first play. But Boyd comes back, and this is where things get really interesting for both players. It's a back and forth battle here in this third quarter. You're going to see some awesome plays from both guys. Boyd at the rim. Then in the paint, got it to go. We're just hanging on by a thread to this lead. But a nice pass to Miller, and Chris Murray fouled him. Liddell can't guard him. Murray can't guard him. Nobody else like Kispert can guard him. We don't have an answer for Leonard Miller, their worst starting player. Then Boyd crosses over, gets inside, easy layup. Hit him and nowhere to go right there. But he comes back on the other end and scores on the baseline, getting past Murray. And then Yovi jumps a bad pass from Tatum. He's got Boyd up ahead for the tough finish through the contact from Miller. Then he finds Duren at the rim for 2 more. Our lead goes back to 3. Tatum, though, another shot from the elbow. Bridges fades away. It's all tied at 70. And then Webb gets a steal. Great job to read that pass from Vincent. Up ahead to Kispert, and he misses it. I don't know how he just did that. But Jovanovic flips this one up and in. We're still just barely hanging on to a lead. But now Kispert stripped by Mikal Bridges. 90 seconds to go in the quarter. Vincent to Miller. Step back jumper. Got it despite Murray right there in his face. And it's just downhill. Vincent finds Ayton. No idea what Webb saw. I don't know why he just sagged off right when the pass was made. And Kispert misses the jumper. And just like that, Milwaukee leads by 4 after 3. 80-76. And we have to find a way to get back in front. Mismatch for Webb to start the quarter. Got it at the rim. Their lead's cut in half. Then Duren has a mismatch, and he scores, and now we're all tied. And now we're in front, thanks to another one on Okogie. But Gabe Vincent steps back and finds some space for a 3. Duren has a mismatch again on Vincent, and he decides not to shoot this. Instead, to hand it off to Anthony for the missed jumper. He gets it back, still won't fire. And now we have to rely on Mac Boyd to create a shot here. And he does just that. But we can't rely on one guy to score this entire quarter. But it's still happening. Mac Boyd attacks and scores on Diallo, but then Liddell once again fouls Leonard Miller in. We still just cannot get this guy below like 80% shooting, man. I'm pretty sure he was 8 for 10 in game 1, and he had a very similar stat line here in game 2. But Jovanovic hits a tough shot trying to fade away from the elbow with 2 guys draped all over him. Now it's 12 lead changes, 11 ties here in game 2. But Moody's wide open. And now they're just going to find some open shots. And that's a great pass over the top. We don't see plays like that from us, do we? Ray to Boyd. Left open by Bridges. That's a big mistake, and we're back in front by 1. Then doubled once again, and Duren's freed up at the hoop. We're still in front. Can't let things go to waste here, but we do. Carter's left wide open after a switch. And Boyd comes back with a big bucket and a foul on DeAndre in his 4th with 3.5 to play. A free throw for Boyd on the way. And it's good. Neptunes up by 3, but now it's 1. And Carter just doesn't miss from 3. I don't understand it. He's making some Cade Cunningham-esque plays, but Boyd makes a great pass, a casual pass to Yovi backdoor, but Tatum puts it back in front. Jovanovic doubled. He finds Duren another time at the rim. And now it's just anybody's game. No idea what happens here. Ayton fades away, and you've got to be kidding me. This is what is going to end this game, is a play like that. You can't be real. Boyd's doubled. Murray, though, answers right back. Maybe it's not all over. A $1:23 to go. Tatum stalled. He picked up his dribble. Ayton, easy score over Duren. I told him to smother the ball, and he failed. Murray has to create time counting down, and it's no good. 40 seconds left. We have to have a stop. Time counting down. Tatum fires, hand in his face. He missed it, but it's tipped up to Bridges, and there's no way. We had the stop, and it slips through our fingers, and we're down by 4. Somebody has to score, and Boyd can't do it here. Time counting down, and this game is over. We just let it go. We just let it go. We led for most of this game until the very end. And it all goes to waste. Milwaukee comes out on top. Just a sickening game to watch it all just crumble at the very end. But their starting 5 were just amazing. Look at this. All 5 players with 17 or more, and neither player shot below like 53%. You can't win when this happens. You simply can't, unless we were just to score lights out as well. But we're not that kind of a team right now. We don't have that good of a roster yet. And the defense just remains to be a concern, especially for our starters. Boyd drops 32 and 7. He shot the ball well. Jovanovic shot well. Duren was perfect and had a double-double. This trio is great, but I've got some huge question marks about Duren's defense and about, obviously Jovi's too. Boyd has some good plays and some bad ones, but I think he's on track to be a pretty good defender here in probably 1 or 2 more seasons. But everybody else, there's just plays that aren't being made that really should be, and Grimes continues to just completely let me down and just provides nothing off the bench. But I don't know who else to put out there, and they once again shoot better than us in all 3 phases of the game. Just tough to win doing that. And so I thought to myself that, in theory, if we can slow down Miller, who is their worst starter besides Javon Carter, he's their worst full-time starter. If we can find a way to slow him down, maybe it's about the physicals and the athleticism. So he's got B physicals. That's his rating for it. We have a much more physical team, at least a better physical team overall, but Chris Murray only has C+. So I thought to myself, maybe this is part of the problem. Maybe he needs to be a better athlete. We need to have a stronger, more physical guy on him. And Liddell fits that mold with B+ physicals better than Miller's. So I made the choice, after looking at the numbers, to start Liddell over Murray in Game 3. Because Liddell's plus-minus average through 2 games was higher than Murray's at 0.5, when Murray's was like negative 4.5. So I did make that change. And then also I thought about Steve Ray, and I thought about Corey Kispert. I thought that Ray wasn't shooting very well, and I'm not sure that he was actually really giving us any stops on Bridges than what was already going on. And Bridges had pretty much the same scoreline as in Game 1 and Game 2. And I just felt like maybe get a better offensive player out there for Game 3 and see if putting Liddell instead makes the difference. So your lineup in Game 3 is Jovanovic, Kispert, Boyd, Liddell, and Jalen Duren. Still don't know if Duren has it in him to stop DeAndre Ayton whatsoever, but we're going to switch Miller's matchup back to Liddell and off of Chris Murray. And we're going to put Kispert on Mikal Bridges. And here we go into Game 3. We're just, at this point, trying things out, trying to see what gets us the closest to a win as possible. Our last lineup through 2 games was the best one, but trying to make even more adjustments here, as this is one of our last chances. If we lose this one, then we're pretty much done here. Tatum, step back 3. That's just gnarly stuff, man. How do you guard that? Then Boyd right there, but this does not matter. Jovanovic, though, behind the arc again. An early couple of 6 points. Kispert lobs it up to Duren. Nice alley-oop. And Tatum open again as Boyd got caught off a screen. Asked Duren to switch, but Duren did not switch. Jovi scores in traffic, and we're keeping pace. In fact, we're in front right now in this first quarter. Strong couple of first couple of minutes on the offensive side of the ball, but Tatum now is absolutely tearing us apart, and Duren bites on this pump fake from Ayton, and they score again. Then top of the key, Tatum splashes another triple. 2 minutes to go, and he's already got like 13 points, but Murray answers right back. 4-point game, but Tatum does it again. Just give it a rest, man. 17 for him now in the first quarter, and now Diallo's got the dunk off the oop. Grimes to Ray. Pump fake. Fakes out Diallo, and he beats the buzzer to end the first. It's 29-33. Neptunes up by 4. We go to the second. A backboard shot there for Yobi goes in. Bridges fades away and hits a tough one despite Ray being all over him. Murray fires and responds right back, and we're still hanging on to a lead by just a couple possessions, but then Webb just with a bad foul on Okogie, who finishes through the contact. We go back to him after a double team, and he's open at the hoop. Bridges, though, contested 3. Nothing but net. Liddell in the corner. Answers right back with a 3 of his own, and we're still in front by 5. Murray slips inside for 2. Getting around Moses Moody. And Tatum rolls around a screen off ball, and his first shot in the quarter is good. And another one top of the key. There's just no guarding him, I guess. And then somehow, I have never seen us make a lob like that, but it gets through to Duren. Yobi hits the tough runner. Tatum steps back and cashes it in. Under 3 to go here in the first half. He's got 29 points now. 10 for 15. His team is shooting 11 for 18. That is incomprehensible shooting. And it only continues to end this first half. Tatum, top of the key. Again. He would end the first half with 35 points. And somehow, we're only down by 3 at the break. 64-61. Both teams are shooting just insanely well, but they're shooting better. 65 to our 61. And both teams, same assist numbers. But we have to switch things up on Tatum. We're going to hard hedge these screens now because the soft hedge clearly is doing the opposite of wonders. We're going to go over on these on-ball screens where the center's the hedge defender, and we're going to to switch on the off-ball screens just to give us a different kind of a look, just some kind of a defensive breakdown or change that could give us something better in this second half, because if we can shoot well, then we should be winning a game like this. But he just continues to knock him down. And so we're going to make another change. No longer staying attached on Tatum. If we can just have somebody on just like a body in his face over these open threes, I'll take it. But Duren, just, despite a good offensive game, he's making some just dumb plays. With that missed dunk, he can't guard Ayton. And now they're shooting 58% from 3. We've shot very well overall and from 3, but they've just taken more and they've shot better than we have. Kispert in the corner. Yes, got it. But they're in front now, 76-75. We double Tatum. That leaves Gabe Vincent wide open. And it's just, there's nothing you can do besides a play like this, where you get a steal off a bad pass from him. Boyd leads the charge and finds Anthony cutting to the basket, and we tie things up. But if Tatum is not going to make bad passes, then we don't have the personnel right now to get stops. Frankly put, we are a bad team when it comes to double teaming, and we are a bad team in terms of one-on-one defense. It just is not there for this team. We don't have the personnel. It's not possible for us to do it. We double him again. Bridges wide open, and they just make us pay every single time that we double, no matter what. Grimes misses a wide open 3. If they're going to hit theirs, you have to hit yours. And it leads to a bucket on the other end and a foul on Liddell. Miller puts them in front by 7, but Liddell comes back and answers right back with a three-point play of his own. But then Miller now in the corner like it never happened. And it's back to a 7-point game. And then Grimes makes one of the dumbest passes I've ever seen. And I think I've had enough with Grimes. I well and truly think that he is done with this team. He has had chance after chance and just seems to get worse game after game. He's done. He's not coming back next year. He's getting traded, no doubt about it. And then on the first play of the fourth quarter, we get blocked and it leads to a dunk from Moses Moody. And things just kind of spiral out of control here in this fourth quarter, especially on the defensive end. Murray, though, cans the 3. It's back to a 5-point game. But Vincent, deep triple. Doesn't matter where he is on the court. It's going in, I guess. Anthony trying to keep us in it. Then Boyd, top of the key. Back to 5. Surely, this should be good enough. Nope. Webb comes over to help out, which is not part of the game plan. I said no help, and it leads to an open 3 again. Then Diallo finishing through the contact. On Boyd, there's just no stops to be had by this defense, and Webb is another major concern that I have now about this team is he really a good fit off the bench? Sure, he is a good player, but does he fit what we're trying to do? He's just way too slow. He has got bad awareness. He's slow on defense, slow on offense. And I just don't know if he's the best fit as our backup center. Maybe you go for somebody else, maybe you don't. I'm not really sure, but they keep hitting their shots. And now it's a 14-point game all of a sudden with 2 minutes to go. And look at this play, dude. Like what is this? Like, we had to deal with this crap all game long, and we lose 134 to 119. Our best offensive day and our worst defensive one. The whole package. At this point, I think you just gotta try some random lineup out in the 4th game and just hope to God that it gives you something different, because right now, I think you're set on your point guard, small forward, and center. Maybe you're not on Duren, though. But, you know, the shooting guard and the power forward, we haven't figured that out. And Kispert really hasn't been given any chances there in that game. He really didn't have that many shots in total. And nothing there in the first half really either for him. So, another concern. And they shot 67%. You can't win when somebody shoots or makes 2 out of their 3 shots. You just can't. So obviously we are now down 3 games to none here in the series. And so going into game 4, pretty much our last ditch effort. I'm going to switch up our lineup once again, going back to Steve Ray at shooting guard. We're going to have Nick Richards start at center and going to move Jalen Duren to power forward just to have him guard Tatum maybe. See if he can play some good defense on him. Might be tough to guard those 3s, but gonna just try something different here and have Nick Richards on Aiden instead. And see if just the physicality that we put together here can do something different. Or we can have Duren guard Miller instead, which pretty similar player as to Tatum. So this is the game plan going forward. We're going to give Liddell a bit less minutes because we're going to have Murray and Webb coming off the bench, which those 2 guys need more playing time than Liddell will get. But he'll come in at small forward a little bit. Kispert will also play off the bench, as will Cole Anthony. And we're going to bring in Keon Johnson as well in place of Grimes, who's done for the season. And in this game, they're going to start Gabe Vincent instead of Javon Carter. So interesting change there. He's a better defender than Carter is, I think. And is also just a better shooter overall, too. I think he's just a better player in general. And we're going to wear our statement uniforms at home here in our possible last game of the season. Here we go. Game 4 starts now. Can Steve Ray and Nick Richards make a difference on the defensive end? Let's find out. Jovanovic for 3 on the first play of the game. Seems like the same play to start off every game so far, but I'll take it. Oh, Aiden's wide open at the rim on their first play. Jesus. Already some movement off ball for Aiden. They had a screen for him and everything. That was weird. Boyd downhill. The jumper is good despite a couple defenders in the area. Eyeball screen for Miller. He gets downhill. Richard sticks with them, and there's a bucket and foul. This is the one thing that I was worried about with Richards, is that because we've seen him play before against Milwaukee, I believe, too, and he was called for plenty of fouls, and a lot of them were and-one chances, just like Dalen Webb seems to get every game. So hopefully we can avoid that going forward, but not a good sign early on. And now Vincent strips it from him from behind. Fast break, and he blocks it off the backboard. Way to make up for the turnover. Jovanovic, open shot, and it's good. Backdoor cut by Bridges, raised behind him. He got caught off ball. One of those down screens. Boyd gets in the paint, throws it up, and got it. We seem to always against Milwaukee get off to a pretty good shooting start. Already got 9 points in the first 2 minutes of action here. Bridges trying to work on Ray here. He's getting physical, and we're called for a foul. Looked like good defense to me. What can you do? First one up and in there. And the second is good too. Ray has his pass deflected. You got to get that one over Miller next time, man. It's turnovers like that I'm worried about. And jump ball, okay. They almost called a foul there. That would have been the wrong call. Here's the jump ball. And Steve Ray won it. So let's go. Showing off the hops right there on Mikal Bridges. Jovanovic spins around Vincent, gets inside and jams it in. Yes, sir. I did forget to put Richards on to Aiden before the game started, so I'm going to make that change right now. Because I do want to see what he can do on the defensive end against him. Yeah, so on Miller, we're going to have Duren. And then on Aiden, we're going to have Nick Richards. And for him, let's take off stay attached, but still cover those screens as we were. And then against Tatum, I'm going to take off stay attached as well so we can guard these screens better. And I feel like now we can switch on the off-ball screens for Tatum as well because we have, I think we have 4 guys that can, do a decent job on Tatum maybe. So as long as Jovanovic is not on him, I think we can have somebody there because it's not like Boyd is making a big difference really. And for everything else, I think we'll stick with what we have for now. Except on Mikal Bridges, we're going to put Steve Ray. Boyd off a couple of screens. Won't pull the trigger. Smart play right there. Time counting down. Duren trying to find a pass. He goes to Ray. Boyd's going to have to jack this one up in the face of Bridges. Another screen for Aiden. Richards catches up, and he forces the miss. That's like the one actual miss that we've seen him have almost all series. I'm counting down again, and we have to force another shot probably. It's Jovanovic, and it's good. Nice corner shot. It did the same off-ball screen for Aiden, and this time it just leads to a jam. 3 different times they've gone to that. Interesting. Maybe you switch on those off-ball screens for him now. Jovanovic spins off Vincent again, fires, and got it. He's putting Vincent in a blender right now. The first round, he's averaged 25 points per game, 3 boards, and over 7 assists. He's been pretty damn good. Really, him, Duren, and Boyd have been good on the offensive end. It's the defense where it's a problem, and offense for the rest of the team as well. And now this time, Tatum caught for a bad screen on that same off-ball play for Aiden. Nice. Double team for Jovanovic. He finds Ray at the rim. Easy 2. They're going to double him this early on? Be my guest. Now it's a screen for Vincent. Jovanovic catches up. Good job. And Steve Ray pokes it out for Bridges. He chases it down. Fast break. He's all by himself. In there for the stuff. The rookie guard makes a big play. And we lead by 9. Another screen. This time it's for Tatum. And we played that perfectly. Richards on the block on DeAndre Aiden. Great job. Ray to Boyd for the jam again. And we're doubling up on Milwaukee. Tatum gets inside and hits the reverse. What a take. Boyd for 3 with space. It's money. Vincent off the screen has a wide open look and he answers right back. Oh man, Duren's called for an illegal screen and we give it right back to the Bucks. Diallo and Kispert check in. Miller taking a seat, I think. And off. Jovanovic on Vincent. Now it's Moody with it. He has to find a shot. He hands off to Ayton, but he got behind Richards. Jovanovic in the paint. He lost it, stripped by Moses Moody. He was trying to pass it back to Steve Ray, who was wide open. Diallo comes up for the screen. Moody back to him. He's wide open for the 3. And it just rims out. Lucky break for your Neptunes. Steve Ray turns it over, threw it right to Diallo on the fast break. Up to Moody. They've got one of their own. And Ray forces the miss. Up to Jovanovic. She lobs it for Steve Ray, the left-handed flush. Already 6 points, 3 for 3. A couple of nice plays on both ends for him. And now Kispert has a steal off Diallo, who just lost the ball. Players up ahead. Kispert missed all of them, but he'll fire, and he missed it. Front rimmed it out. Shot clock under 10. Ate him a screen for Vincent. Trying to get downhill. Yovi stays in front. Moody has to fire a very contested shot from Ray. Murray and Webb head to the scores table as Jovanovic rifles a shot. That was a pretty wild shot. Quick up ahead to Diallo for the tough finish. After a timeout, they do check in, as well as Keon Johnson for the first time. Nice to see him out there. See what he can do. Murray, a triple, can't get it to go, and Javon Carter reels that one in. His first game off the bench in this series. Well, I guess since Cade Cunningham got hurt, because he was off the bench in the first game when Cade Cunningham was not injured. But Ayton backing down to Webb, got him in the air with the pump fake, and he scores off the glass. We saw Duran get bite on those pump fakes quite a lot, especially last game, and seems to be a similar case here for Webb. Keon Johnson puts one up and knocks it down. What a shot for his first attempt. There's a screen. Carter fires off it, hand in his face, no dice. Jesus, Kispert, he just turned the ball over on a simple handoff. Give me a break, man. The one time he just gets the ball in his hand, it's not trying to shoot for less than like 2 seconds, and he turns the ball over. Damn. 20 seconds to go in the first quarter, though. Kyle Anderson fires. Murray was there, and we do pull it down. Last play of the quarter coming up. Who do we go to? Jovanovic on Carter. Has space for the three, and he got it. It's 1.3 on the clock. And just like, I think, last game, we are up by 11 after 1. We saw this before, and then the second half crumbled. Trying to avoid that here in our last-ditch effort. Start of the quarter, and if you look right here, we do have Jovanovic full court pressing Carter, at least a little bit, just to make him take some more time to get their shots off and get down the court and everything, just make him a bit more tired out there. That's one of the goals that I wanted to do in this game, and also last game, because I wasn't back in Game 3 as well. But it's trying to make this offense for Milwaukee just a bit more tired, and that might open some holes on the defensive end too. So maybe, I mean, that hasn't been the case so far, but Jovanovic just tried a circus shot, and Carter is a fool for fouling him for it. We'll take the free throws, though, as long as he hits both, but he does not. Free throws just considerably are a concern. And he goes 0 for 2. Wow. Really hope to see some improvement on those free throws for him in the offseason, as Wilcox is wide open on the other end. These misses, man, sometimes on these free throws, we let them get out in transition so fast. Like half the time on those missed shots. Kobe's doubled. That leaves Murray with a chance for a three, but it's not going to drop. He's had his moments from downtown for sure all season long, but the Bucks are closing the gap. They've already scored 7 quick points in 1 minute. Jovanovic off ball in the corner. Open look. Can't knock it down this time. Wilcox, the screen. Liddell covers Moody very well. Standing in front of him right now. Shot clock's winding down, and he blocks the shot too. Great defense right there. And now he's got an open jumper, and he missed it. Kispert with a jumped pass. Bad idea from Okogie, and Carter fouls him on the other end. Kispert's got to knock these two down, right? Can't miss both this time. First one in there. Show Yovi how it's done. And both are good. Bridges backing down Kispert, and he scores easily. Another three for Murray, but he's well covered. Webb cleans it up, though, and finishes over Anderson. Nice job. I feel like, though, we always get off to these pretty hot starts, especially these like last 3-ish games in a row. We get off to a hot start, and then we have to spend the rest of our time trying to stop them from picking up their own steam. We seem to always have a good first quarter, a pretty decent second, but then once the second half comes around, it's a close game, and we just can't keep things going, but they can. Hopefully it's not the case in this game, but it very well could be. It's feeling like it so far, but Kispert knocks it down from the wing. Richards and Duran head back to the scorers table. They'll check back in here soon. I tried to have both guys on the court at the same exact time for defensive purposes, and so far it's going to be the case. They will be on the court. Bridges, another tough shot, man. 4-point game. Liddell's got it. Screen from Richards doesn't work very well, but he gets to the rim for the finish. And a nice pass from Liddell leads to the score. Got to get some defensive stops here, though. They've still kind of kept pace with us, and I would love to go on a small run to increase this lead. But now, Bridges trying to get inside again, and dude, Jesus Christ. It put Kispert on Bridges for like 3 minutes, and he's already scored like 7 points in the quarter alone. Give me a break, man. Dell in the paint over Moody. Got it. And we're 18 for 26. They're 16 for 26. With their roster, I don't know if we can keep this up. And now Richards picks up his second foul. Another one where Bucks player gets downhill, and we have good defense, but then just don't. The free throws are both in there for Jason Tatum, who really hasn't done all that much in this first half, but hasn't had to. Ivanovic gets down low, finds Richards open, and he missed it, but he gets his own board and then steps out of bounds. Bucks take over. Wow. Bridges, tough shot, and he's fouled on it. Come on, man. Just one stop is what I'm looking for. A single stop. Haven't had it this quarter hardly at all. They've already scored 19 points. He makes it 20. The defense all of a sudden is getting ravaged. The first 5 minutes, when the first 12 he allowed 22, he allowed 20 the last 5. What happened? I guess the backups came in. Jovanovic, open shot, top of the key, yes sir. Got Richards on Tatum. Little drive, tough shot. How does that go in? Are you seeing these shots that they're making? Good God Almighty. We can't compete with that. We don't make shots like that. We just don't. Liddell down low on Moody again. Got it. Too easy for him. And I guess they've got Tatum playing center right now, huh? If we have Richards on him and Duran on Miller, I guess Tatum's in there at center. That's very interesting. Yovi's doubled. He finds Liddell in the corner. He steps back, finds some space, and hits again. E.J. Liddell. Screen for Bridges. Kispert stays with him. He's trying to smother him. Doing a good job so far. Shot clock under 5 now. Moody wants to attack. Back out to Vincent. Contested 3. Great defensive stop right there. That's more like it. Kispert has an open shot, and it just toilet bowls out. What a tease. Okay, why do we have Jovanovic on Bridges? They're not going to find him, but another tough shot. Are you kidding me, dude? Look at that. Jovanovic lobs it over the top, and it's a bad one as Richards could not find it in the air. He had Liddell wide open for a 3. Now Vincent's wide open, and is going to cash it again, dude. 2-point game. Doesn't matter who they put in at point guard, they're going to cash their 3s, I guess. But Jovanovic is at the rim, and he's blocked by Miller. Bridges open off ball. Dude. All right, I'm making a change, which is going to address, hopefully, those off-ball screens. We're going to switch on all of them. Switch on all of them. And for the switch rules, we're just going to switch all of them for now. You could do to switch bigs, but I guess you only have bigs in the your only guard is Jovanovic. So let's do switch bigs for the starters because forwards, I guess, count as bigs, right? So we're going to do that. And for the dribble handoffs and everything, for this, we can go under the handoffs. But for everything else, switch back screens, down screens, and flare screens. And see if this gives you anything different. Steve Ray. Hands off to Duran for the layup. Nice pass. We're back in front. 3.5 to play in this first half. Vincent gets inside. Richards is there. And it doesn't even matter. He's called for a foul too. Where was the foul? I don't know. But how does he score that? He's got a 7-footer in his face. Jesus. At least he missed the free throw. But we're down again. Screen from Webb. Murray's wide open. And he finally knocks it down. Bridges throws it up and got it. It's somebody else every game. First it was Ayton, then it was Tatum, then it was both, and now it's Bridges, I guess. Shots good from Anthony, but again, I just don't see this being sustainable offense for the Neptunes. It is for sure for the Bucks. We've seen it game after game, but for us, we always drop off after the first half. I don't know if we can avoid that in this game either. Tatum's wide open, and they haven't missed a single open shot. Not a single one. Anthony, top of the key, bricks this one. How does that pass get through, Webb? How do you allow that, man? We're down by 3. Boy, Anthony with it again. He fires. Got it. There's a foul on Tatum as well. The shot will stand. All right, nice 3-point play to tie it back up. 61 apiece. And it's 21 to go. Are we going to switch this or not? We don't. And Tatum missed the shot finally. We'll take it. Deion Johnson with space. Missed it this time. Hit one in the first quarter. Now we got Murray guarding Gabe Vincent. Is he going to cook him too? Almost. Very close to doing so. Go back to Murray up ahead. He fakes out Bridges and gets inside for the jam. Yes, sir. Neptune's back in front. Bridges over Webb. He finally missed a shot. What a sight. Anthony, what in God's name is that, dude? You can't end the half on that shot. Now they have a chance. Miller. Pump fakes. And he missed it. That almost went in. 63-61 at the break. No idea who's going to come out on top, but we have to play better in this second half on defense. Start of the second half. Not sure what to expect, but it wasn't a lob on the first play for Miles Bridges, or Jesus, not Miles, Mikal Bridges, the non-criminal. Top of the key, and it's off the mark for Jovanovic. Tie ball game. I don't want to lose our third straight game after having a halftime lead. That would suck. It would also suck to get swept in our first ever playoff appearance, but what can you do as the 8th seed sometimes, you know? Sometimes it is too damn good. Jovanovic, much more open this time, and it's money. There's a screen. How do we guard this? We switch. Good switch right there. That was perfect. Richards, good physical defense on Miller, and he gets the stop too. Why can't Duran do that, huh? Now we got Yovi on Ayton. He's double teamed by Bridges, and he finds Ray wide open. Yovi had 15 first quarter points, 3 second quarter points, and still shot 70% in the first half. So I guess that's why they're going to double him. You get Tatum down low, and he just had Boyd boxed out pretty much. Jovanovic fading away. What is that shot? I've never seen him take that kind of a shot before. My God. Down screen, but Richards just absolutely skied for the lob. Steal off of Vincent. And that was going to work for Bridges, but great defensive play. Jovanovic. Open three. Got it again. Man, he's been on fire. Tatum. Deep three. Missed the rim entirely. Wow. Have not seen a gaff from him like that all series long. Finally got one here in Game 4. Boyd gets the handoff. Downhill on Tatum, but he'll pass out of it. Now he's back open as they doubled Yovi, and Boyd missed it. He has not done a whole lot in this game. But now Duran has a steal off of Miller. Jovanovic doubled again. Can he find somebody open? No, he'll just take it himself in for the lay-in. He's dicing these guys up right now. 26 points in 25 minutes. Tatum. Tough shot. Great defense. Boyd with Miller on him. Still got it. Tough finish at the rim. 10-point lead now for your Neptunes. Cannot let this lead get brought back down to earth. Timeout, Milwaukee. Shot clock under 10 and now under 5 for the Bucks. Tatum has to launch a three and another good stop right there. Boyd right there in his face. Finally getting some of those stops that I was kind of expecting to happen in the first half, which they seemed to thwart by just knocking them down. And now we've got the shot clock under 10, and Ray hasn't passed the ball. What is this? How does this happen once a game? What play causes this crap? Come on. What a complete waste. Wow, that was just a terrible pass by Tatum. How do you step out, Boyd? No other team does this. Frankly put, no other team does this, man. We get a steal, and we immediately just give it right back by stepping out of bounds, of all things. We just can't escape it. Bridges shakes off Ray with the spin move, and they get the points. Ray, though, is at the rim for the finish and the foul. When was our last and one? This is probably our first of this entire game. And Ray hits the free throw. Tatum attacking Boyd. A tough shot. Just good defense by Boyd. Great job. Now he's in the corner. He steps back. Tough shot over Tatum, but he got it. That's a star level play right there. Trying to get to Ayton down low, but Richards is doing a good job right now. Screen for Tatum. And Richards made a big mistake right there. He did not have to help Boyd out. He really didn't. And Ayton's got a minus 23 plus minus, but he is 6 for 8. Still can't really slow him down all that well. A couple of backups come in. Cole Anthony and Kispert are out there now with Richards, Duran, and Boyd. Richards, tough shot over Ayton. That's not going to go. I don't like this. Eyeball screen for Bridges. Kispert, slow to catch up, and Bridges knocks it down, dude. What? Who are these people? Boyd in the paint. Scoop layup swatted by Leonard Miller. Why did you do a scoop layup there, man? Doesn't make any sense. But Tatum really has not been himself in this game. Really has not done a whole lot at all. Handful of threes and a handful of mid-range jumpers, but that's pretty much it. Richards attacks and draws the foul. Just the first on Ayton. How is that possible? He always picks up his first after like the first half. Insane. First free throw was good though. Richards knocks down both. Good job. Now they lob it, but Richards once again snuffs it out. That change to switch on those down screens has seemingly worked so far in this second half. I think overall the defense has been better. And Yovi's wide open. And this dude has been absolutely money all game long. What a hero. 29 points now for DJ. Ayton covered well. He finds Moody. Kispert gets there late. And the three is good. Are you seeing their three-point shooting, everybody? Are you seeing this? I gotta know what they are shooting. Wow, we've actually shot better on threes. You know what? Hey, I take it back. They've been good on their threes. We've been better somehow. Thanks to Jovanovic, I think has been the main difference. You've also shot incredibly well. So I can't really complain. We are also up by 10, but we've seen a lead like this crumble very quickly before, so we'll see what happens. But Kispert with space. Yes! I guess we're just better right now from downtown. But they're trying to keep pace. Bridges, pump fakes, Scott Ray up in the air, and he's fouled. Did have Richards there trying to help out on defense too, but they didn't see him, and Bridges is just cooking Steve Ray right now, and Corey Kispert. Both guys are getting absolutely just dealt with by Mikal Bridges, man. They almost doubled Jovanovic earlier on this possession, so if we can get it back to him, might lead to a bucket. Over Ayton, he somehow got it. Wow, that is a shocking bucket right there, but you take what you can get against this Milwaukee team. Carter whips a pass to Moody. Now he finds Miller. Uncontested triple. Got it. Steve Ray has Kispert wide open, but he went to him too late. Come on, man. Now he's open for three, and he got it. Okay, never mind. Steve Ray has been very impressive in this game on the offensive end. Defense, he's had like one or two good plays, but otherwise, as I said, has been getting kind of cooked. Now high ball screen for Moody. We cover that one almost perfectly until the end of it. Kispert, come on. Now we got Jovanovic wide open. And this dude can't miss. He just can't. Screen for Miller. We switch it. We double team Ayton. That leaves Moody open for the jumper, but Kispert gets back and forces the miss. We lead by 14 points right now. One of our best leads this late in any game in this series so far. Jovi's double teamed. Ray finds Kispert on the roll. He goes to Duran over Miller, and he got it. That passing was beautiful. Off the screen, Carter got it. Gonna have Jovanovic round the screen here, or Kispert instead, and he's wide open. I think switching all these screens without Jovi has been a game changer, even though Carter just knocked out another jumper off a screen. That'll happen, but for the other four guys to switch, I think it's been the biggest difference here in this second half is the defensive changes. You might have found adjustments that finally work. They finally get a stop on Jovi here, but we lead by 13 with 12 to play. We've got to hold on to win this. We cannot let this lead go to waste. Fourth quarter begins. Mac Boyd, step back jumper, missed it over Chester Thomas. Togi, a foot or two behind the line, not going to get it to go. And off. Boyd downhill on Carter, and he passed out of it. And then he takes a bad three. Why not just attack Carter downhill, man? You got a huge mismatch. On the other end, Carter fades away. No way that goes in, right? Yeah, okay. Just making sure. Jovanovic into a shot. Not his best one. That's off the mark. How did that pass get through? Not piss, Jesus. But Moody's got it over Murray, and he finishes off the glass and in. That was a great pass, I guess, from Javon Carter. Other handoff for Boyd. He fires again, but he's taken some bad shots. All three of them so far in the quarter have been bad ones. Moody, top of the key. Got it! This dude is insane! Give it a rest, dude. Give it a rest. They've already cut the gap to 8. Boyd for 3. That one's a lot more open. Great answer. Carter's got it. He finds Thomas. And the jumper's off. Boyd just threw it right to Javon Carter. I don't know what he saw there. Oh, we give it back up. Carter smothered by Jovanovic. Thomas, though, finds him backdoor, and he missed the shot, thankfully. It's only free throws. We get lucky here and have them miss one. Not on the first attempt. Carter hits both. 9-point game. Tatum checks back in. They have Okogie at center now. We have to attack this. Feed Richards every time. Here's a screen. And we turn the ball over. I don't understand that, Anthony. How do you not throw it over the shorter guy's head to your taller player? Why throw a line drive pass? I just don't get it. That should be a bucket 9 times out of 10. But for us, it's just not. And now they're going to call that a foul? You can't be serious, man. You can't. They want this team to win. Even the home refs. Carter hits both. And our lead's cut to 7. Another screen for Anthony. He steps back, fires, and got it. Tatum switched to a bit too late, but he still missed it. Murray to Boyd. On Tatum. Trying to get down low, and he finds some space for the bucket. Yes, sir. Tatum inside. Picked up his dribble. Boyd was right there with him. Good job. Shot clock under 10. Tatum off ball. We switch to Ray, and Tatum missed it. We cover that one very well again. Now Ray fires over Tatum. What is that shot attempt? Never again, please. Oh, down screen, and Ray just swats it. Okay, we have found out how to guard those now. We've done a great job in this second half, but then we turn it over again. That ricocheted off of like Tatum or Miller's backside and right to another defender. Eyeball screen. Switch this, Murray. Yes. Good job. Perfect job. Miller's attacking Webb. We're covering this well as well. Vincent in the corner. Covered by Anthony. Now to Tatum. Contested 3. And he got it. You're joking. We played that like nearly perfectly, man. Come on. You gotta give us the credit there. Anthony waves off the handoff and scores at the rim with the foul on Gabe Vincent. We have not had too many of these fouls drawn on Milwaukee in this game, but the free throw is good and we're back up by 11. Tatum into a 3. Boyd right there with them. Boyd double. That leaves Anthony wide open. He will pass up the 3-point. Will instead just let the clock whittle down a little bit and find a better shot, I guess. Is that a better shot? No, but it's good. Miller backing down Duren. Spinning and scoring. That's what I mean, man. If Duren can't even guard Miller, then he definitely can't guard DeAndre Ayton. So that's why I brought Richards in there. I had to make some kind of a move there at center. Now we got Boyd wide open for the 3, and he's got it! Off the screen, Tatum gets downhill, and he finds Vincent their best open play of the quarter. Duren has Anthony wide open. Got him a bit too late. That's all right. Mac Boyd's doubled, and he finds Yovi. Tatum almost had a steal, but we have a 3 instead. Yes, sir. Our best offensive game of the series, unless we don't score a single point the rest of the way. The defense has been decent, not great. They've hit some pretty great shots, but it's been way better here in this second half. But Bridges is still scoring. Jovanovic in the paint. He finds Ray in the corner, uncontested, but he missed it. Could have been a big shot right there to put us over 120. Moody has a mismatch and an easy layup. Boyd gets by Tatum, then pulls up. Why'd he do that? Just attack the rim. At least Duren tracks it down. They double Boyd. Ray lofts it to Duren down low. He's got to score this on Miller. They got to score this, pal. And he does. 3 minutes to go, and Tatum makes another bad pass that Richards jumps. It's the 3rd or 4th time it's happened this game. And then Boyd splashes a 2 on the other end, a long one at that. And our lead extends to 14. We're finally turning some defensive plays into offensive plays. Took us a while, but we're finally seeing something out of this team in this series. Tatum those scores on the other end, and it's back to 12. Still time for them to come back. Can't let it go to waste. Don't turn the ball over, fellas. Come on. That's more like it. Up to Richards. Easy lay-in. He's played well, man. He's done his duties all game long. Tatum just stepped into a three. How? Boyd's right there. My God. Jovanovic attacks the rim, hop steps, and he's blocked. No, he's fouled. I'll take it. Just hit the free throws this time, man. He's got 37 and 14. Look at this game he's putting together. This has got to be the best game overall in his career. And it comes in game 4. He goes 1 for 2 here, but what a performance by Dario Jovanovic here in an elimination game. Ray picks up a foul here on the other end. And Gabe Vincent's got some free throws. And he goes 2 for 2. I want to get Yovi another bucket or 2 here. But instead we're going to go to Richards for what I thought was going to be an easy layup, but he missed it. It was a great pass by Boyd, by the way, over the top. But 90 seconds and counting to go, and that is the last thing you'll want to do, Richards. He's picked up his 5th foul, and a 3-point play for Tatum will make it a 7-point game. That's the last thing you'll want to do. Get Yovi off ball here. We're going to. He's kind of open. He gets inside and lays it in. He's got 40 now. Yes, sir. What a performance. We had to have this kind of a game from him or Boyd to win this game, it feels like. Tatum steps back, up and into a shot, and he missed it. Wow. Ray lobs it for Richards, out of the reach. Under a minute to go. Turnover leads to a dunk for Tatum. It's back to 7. Oh my God, we just turned it over again. Steve Ray just gave it up. And now Richards has fouled out. You can't be serious. We're not doing this right now. We're not. First one good for Richards. Do you guys see how important these free throws are? They always matter. They're both good. 42 seconds to play. Now it's a 5-point game. They're going to foul Mac Boyd. And Ray is going to have free throws. Second foul on Bridges. First one good. 40 seconds to play. And Ray goes 2 for 2. Get a stop here, and this game is over. We are on track to get our first one in the series. Tatum hits it, though. It's back to 5. The score within 4 seconds. Boyd's going to inbound. Got to pass it. It's going to be Ray again for free throws. Hit both last time. Can he do it again? First one good. The rookie coming in clutch here in the waiting moments of the game, but he missed the second one. I spoke too soon. They still have a chance, or they don't even have to foul if they score this, but no! No way! No way. No conceivable way. We just did that, Boyd. Right, Boyd? We didn't just do that. You've got to be joking. Please just miss one of these. Just give us a break. We deserve a break. We deserve one, Bridges. But he hits all 3. They don't even really have to foul here. They can just go for a stop. But they're going to double team and then foul Boyd. He will have free throws. We're making this way more difficult than it had to be. Like, way more difficult. First one good. Second one also in there. Timeout Milwaukee, their last. Tatum just launches one. Doesn't go in. This game should be over now if Ray just knocks down these 2 free throws. First one in there. Steve Ray goes 1 for 2 again. Under 20 seconds to go. 6-point game. They got to go fast here. Taking way too much time. Tatum pulls the trigger, missed the shot. It's tipped up to Steve Ray. They're going to foul again. Why? MVP chance for Mac Boyd. First free throw. On the money. One more. We're walking out of here with a win. They're in there. Under 7 seconds to go. Milwaukee's going to dribble this one out. And the Neptunes have finally defeated the Milwaukee Bucks. We have not been swept. And we're still alive. By the skin of our own goddamn teeth. But we're here. And we're not done yet. I knew that we could do it. It just took a couple of different tries and a couple of different lineups, but I knew that we could. Because we made those games really difficult for Milwaukee in those first 3 games. We truly did. But it took 40 points and 14 assists from Jovanovic to come out on top. But man, 15 for 22, 9 for 12 from beyond the arc. Mac Boyd was great as well, 10 for 17, 27 overall points. Steve Ray was just fantastic. 18 points, 10 assists. I mean, he is passing the ball very well. If he can have some good growth in the offseason, which it's going to be hard to bank on that. But, I mean, he's really making a name for himself here based off this game. I mean, 10 assists as the other guard where he's just kind of supposed to be a 3-and-D kind of a player. I mean, that's impressive. Cole Anthony also played pretty well. Corey Kispert had a couple of nice buckets. The bench gave us a good amount of points across each player, and nobody was bad for us. I thought everybody, played their role pretty well, and I thought Richards was very good on defense too. He only had 6 points, 8 boards, but 4 steals, 2 blocks. I mean, you can't really ask for much more. And Duren had maybe his worst game of the series, but I think it was worth doing it just to have somebody else on Aiden and just guard those screens a bit differently and just have a different body out there. So that worked. Bridges goes 10 for 13. Ray did struggle on defense guarding him, so did Kispert. And Tatum did not shoot as well in this game compared to any other game so far in the series, so that was a big help as well. And we come out on top, 135 to 127, but both teams shot very well. I do have some concerns about these sliders right now, but to be honest, we haven't seen a game like this in a while. I guess the game before this was kind of similar, but these last 2 games have been much more high scoring than any game previously this season. So hopefully it's just a fluke of these last 2 games. If it continues, I'll probably make a change in the off season to our sliders, but for now I think I'll keep it as is because it's only happened a handful of times across the entire season, so I'm not going to worry about it for now. But these 2 teams are putting together a couple of barn burners recently, so we'll see what happens the rest of the way. But we finally found something that seems to have worked a little bit, just about trying to keep it going next game. So thanks guys for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment down below, and we're going to continue this round 1 series next time in part 3. I'll see you guys there. Peace.